crashes out of the men's basketball tournament after a tough loss to France. Hey everyone, Rob Wong joined alongside by Postmedia basketball reporter Ryan Wolstat, who has been keeping an eye on the men's basketball tournament at the Olympics. And Ryan, high hopes for Team Canada coming into the tournament and after the group stage, but international basketball tournaments can be cruel, and Canada definitely felt that, a poor performance, and they are done after a quarterfinal loss to France. What went wrong for the Canadians in this one?
I mean, what didn't? Especially early on, they really settled for jump shot after jump shot, didn't attack at all. I think they were thrown off early by Rudy Gobert not starting, and discombobulated a little bit. And the French role players just out hustled them, out attacked them, and it just all kind of snowballed. Apparently the crowd there was just crazy. Obviously, in Paris, they were waiting for this. This is one of the marquee kind of events of the Summer Olympics. So it's not all that surprising, but it was just, they just didn't seem ready for the moment. Jamal Murray just looked terrible all tournament, and today might have been his worst performance. They needed more, and they just didn't have it. Obviously, the front court, we knew that was going to be an issue. Zach Edey wouldn't have made up for all of it, but I don't think they're going to get their butts kicked so badly on the boards with their own 7'3" or whatever guy there, and 7'4", I guess he is. So that would have made a difference. I mean, Kelly Olynyk kind of aging out, all the other guys just not doing it. That kind of all added up, and then foul after foul. The refs didn't help Canada either, but it was just all in all just a really poor showing. And again, against France, a team that similar scenario, like Canada goes 4-1 way back in 2000, the last time they made the Olympics in men's basketball, and then faces France and loses. And France won silver there. I don't think they're going to do that here, but it's tough. You're going to play a tough team in the quarterfinals, no matter how many games you win. And Canada got France, could have beat them a couple weeks ago in exhibition, beat them by 30 last year. I know they didn't have Wembanyama last year, but this is how it goes. International basketball, as you said, is tough, and Canada found that out once again, unfortunately.
So where does the program go from here, Ryan? You mentioned some of the players that were not here. Zach Edey, of course, Andrew Wiggins, not available, but they did get a lot of buy-in from their biggest star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, right at the top of the list, but it wasn't enough. What questions do you think will be asked about this squad moving forward?
Well, I think it's going to be who's still around moving forward. Which of the younger guys are ready to come in besides Edey? Is it a Shaedon Sharpe, who has a ton of potential for Portland, and Leonard Miller, all kinds of other players coming up in the NBA? How much will some of these guys have? I don't think Kelly Olynyk already wasn't a factor. Kem Birch is going to be too old. Dwight Powell, is he going to be have anything left, or is he just going to be a reserve? I mean, a bunch of other guys are going to age out. Obviously, RJ Barrett will still be young enough. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should still be in maybe the tail end of his prime, but as long as you have him, you have a chance. But Jamal Murray, like I said, really struggled. And what's another few years of wear and tear going to do on him? Is he going to be back? I mean, you'd have to think Wiggins is probably done with the program after this. So I don't know how much they're going to have left. They should still be, like I said, a medal contender with Shai, but is he going to go to Qatar in I guess it's 2027 for the World Cup? I mean, it's hard to imagine a lot of these guys are going to go all the way there, but you never know. They went to Manila in the past and to other parts of Asia in the past, so you don't know. And then the Olympics in LA, the good news is if Canada finds a way to qualify, everyone should be there because it is in North America. But like I said, I'm not sure, will these guys still be in their absolute peak, or did they miss the biggest opportunity that there was here in their absolute prime? I mean, I guess only time will tell, but it's going to be tough. They're going to have to get a lot of bigger players on board. There are some coming besides Edey, but guard play and wing play is the strength of Canada, and they're going to have to find a way to kind of find some more up front moving forward, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need some of these younger guys to take a big time step. When it comes to Jordi Fernandez, he, of course, has done a lot for this program the last couple of years, getting them to this point. Took a lot of blame for the loss against France, in fact. But, moving forward here, Ryan, is he still in the mix? What do you think about his future with Team Canada?
I think it's going to be his call, really. He's going to take over the Brooklyn Nets this upcoming season, and that's going to be a bit of a long rebuild. They're right at the bottom of the league. So he's going to need to develop and spend a lot of time, and you never know. I mean, 3 years is a long time away. They might have moved on from him by then if they want to, go to a different step, or maybe he's there for the long haul. Either way, I think it's going to be his call. I don't think Canada's any reason to get rid of him if he wants to to keep going, because he was outstanding, the best coach of the tournament at the World Cup last year, getting Canada back to the Olympics and the bronze medal. And he did some really good things at times in this tournament. Unfortunately, in the elimination game, things, nothing really worked. But I don't put a lot of the blame on Jordi Fernandez for what happened in the game. I put it more on the players and the weaknesses of just the way the team. I don't think Rowan Barrett could have built it any differently. Just the way things were. So yeah, I think the ball is definitely going to be in Jordi Fernandez's court. But if it was my call, I would be keeping him around for sure.